Ladies and gentlemen, we kick off the professional portion of this card. This bout is proudly brought to you by the Oklahoma Army National Guard, as well as Starry Solar. Go Solar! This is a professional kickboxing bout in the Cruiserweight 195-pound division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Fighting out of the blue corner from Mansfield, Texas, HES KB MT champion with a record of 4 wins with 1 defeat, representing Genesis Jiu-Jitsu. Please welcome Travis St. John. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is an MMA veteran who's fought in the likes of Bellator and is an undefeated boxer, making his professional KB debut from Ada, Oklahoma, representing Conquer Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Please welcome Kelvin Next Level Rayford.
We saw him with his
Bellator for your instructions.
Shirt coming in.
Okay, Jimmy, you got your instructions.
You've been there before, though, right? You've got the Bellator experience. It's a different area. Look, it's still just you and a guy in front of you, man.
Absolutely. You know, the nerves are close, but when you're fighting in front of, thousands of people, whether it's on TV or whatever, it's a little different. But that's why they say the spotlight someone can break somebody or make somebody. We'll see what happens here.
Well, and obviously Travis St. John, a huge opportunity because he gets to go against somebody who's been there, done that. You want to get to the next level. This is the type of fight I think you have to win very convincingly.
Absolutely. You got to have these hard fights. You got to have the experience fights. And, both these guys need to come out here and show a win to be able to catapult them up the rankings, whether it's MMA or kickboxing.
Both guys really minding their shots right now. Both taking their time. Good inside right there from Travis St. John, who both guys, one thing we're seeing, neither one letting go of eye contact, man.
Man, yeah, both guys landing right now. St. John kind of looking more like a Muay Thai style approach coming into this bout.
Over the hand right
Beautiful
there.
Hand
Good connect, though, from Kelvin as he lands flush. There's something that you see all the time there, Emmanuel. I may talk about the eye contact, and we see it all the time at the highest level, at this level. What's going on there when those two guys are just never losing that eye contact with each other?
Yeah, it's that focus. You got to stay hyper-focused here on your guy. Typically, I don't like to look at the eyes. I like to look at the chest. You don't trust the eyes. The eyes may look low and go high, or vice versa. So you look at the chest to be able to really be on point with your defense.
When you do make that eye contact, you can really see into a man in that moment who's afraid and who's not.
Yeah, that's more in the face-offs before. You try to kind of gauge what they're feeling and how they're feeling. But let me tell you, every person is nervous coming in here. But there is levels to the nervousness.
How did you learn how to harness that, Emmanuel? It's not something that everybody can get control of.
Yeah, it's something that you got to practice, and experience helps with that. You learn how to hone in. You learn what to think about when you're that little devil on your shoulder is telling you you're not good enough. You have to be able to overcome that with the training, with the hard training, with those things coming in here with the confidence.
Good
depending on your
shot.
training camp.
Oh, nice connection there from Kelvin. And these guys are starting to pick up the pace here a little bit. Some good shots coming in. What are you looking at right now, Emmanuel?
Both guys really coming in, landing some nice shots. Kelvin Rayford coming in and working on the inside, throwing some nice knees. Travis John landing low on Kelvin, the Next Level Rayford, and both guys acknowledging it there.
Yeah, they touch him up right back to it. Calvin saying, man, we could, Brody, let's go. You got to love it when you see that, right? Hard shot. And that was a direct snap right in the chest. The officials hitting him with a standing 8. Whether Travis St. John likes it or not, to me, it looked clean.
You don't count a kick to the chest as a count, a standing 8 count. in my opinion. So maybe he saw something different in there than what I did, but it was to the chest, so it shouldn't have been counted as a knockdown.
Well, in that moment, he did the standing 8. If it shouldn't have been counted as a knockdown, then, because you see him, he's going to the judges. What do you think the ref is telling the judges right now? Because obviously, that could really hurt Travis on the scorecard.
Yeah, that absolutely will hurt him on the scorecard. It shouldn't have been a knockdown. So, again, judges and referees are human, so you can't. And also, he might have saw something I didn't from here.
Is it discretionary at that point?
You know, it's out there. So, you know, it's you can't change it. So once it happens, it's out there now. You got to keep moving forward. Oh.
Yeah, I think Travis took that standing 8 count a little personally.
Yeah,
he's coming out with some fire right now.
He knows he's got to come out here and land and get his own.
That was some slick defense underneath there from Travis St. John, where he was able to get that forearm underneath there and prevent those kicks from happening.
Right.
Even though he was
Beautiful
in that clinch.
There by Rayford.
Rayford just pressing him up on the ropes there. The ref gave him a little look as if to say, don't do that anymore. Ooh. Nice body shot. That was clean from Travis St. John. Tough fight to call so far. Who would you get as 2 minus that knockdown?
That was a close one. You know, obviously you can't minus the knockdown now. You got to count it, but obviously Kelvin Rayford has to take the first round counting that knockdown. But it's been a very close match. Both guys landing nice shots. You know, St. John landing some better kicks, I think, and Kelvin Rayford landing the better punches.
Boy, and Rayford just absorbs. Ooh. Because I'm going to tell you what, Travis is giving him some business. Rayford just doesn't seem fazed at all by it. Boy, nice shot there again from Travis St. John. Working that body, trying to slow down Rayford a little bit. Tagged him again there inside. Nice leg shot.
St. John keeps finding that inside kick there. Now he's going high, try to do the question mark kick there.
Right over the top. That's a difficult one to land, too. That's not easy. But if he gets it flush, could be game over.
Absolutely.
Rayford shaking that one off. He's saying, look, big boy, you can throw all you want to. It's just not doing anything to me.
Yeah, Kelvin trying to find the pressure, trying to put pressure on St. John here.
Right now, 2 guys just standing in the middle. And look, this isn't exactly technique, but it certainly is turning into a hardcore brawl. Both guys working the clinch pretty hard, but I got to tell you, in the clinch, I think Rayford looks a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. I think according to the rules, you can't reinforce the head as you knee. You got to be able to let go if you're going to go a knee to the head. Good round there.
Who do you give it
Pretty
to?
close. You know, that's a hard one to call. That is a hard one to call. There he is.
He said, what? I'm chilling. Now, here he goes. Round number 3 it is. Really? Well, it certainly is all about the show. And right now the fans are getting one.
It looks like Abigail called him out to twerk off there. It was a pretty close twerk off.
You got Rayford up 2-0 right now?
I believe so. You know, Rayford landing the cleaner shots, coming in, trying to pressure. St. John trying to land some shots on the inside as he's exiting, but I think Rayford landing the 1-2s nicely.
Well, round number 3 and our final amateur bout of the night before we get to the main card. This one so far not as
beautiful. Right on the chin there. Kevin taking that shot. You guys smiling here, talking a little bit.
I just feel like their styles are so similar, Emmanuel.
Man, I think that Rayford has the better punches. I think St. John has the better kicks. But like you said, on the inside, Rayford's looking really good with those knees. Here he goes right here. St. John likes to throw on the way out, which is smart. But you can't leave yourself open with some of those knees that Rayford's been throwing.
Well, and you touched on it a little bit ago. And that's the thing with clinching in all forms of MMA is a little bit different, right? Clinching in MMA is different from clinching we see in bare knuckle. It's different from what we see in traditional boxing.
Right.
Now we got kickboxing. To you, what would be the most difficult aspect of the clinch for this style of MMA?
Well, just also not being able to reinforce the head to be able to land a shot to the knee. You got to be, aware of that. You got to be able to hold the head, let go whenever you're throwing the knee. You can't go and hold them in that clinch. You can't hold them there. That's just the rules that they have in the kickboxing.
Third and final round. I think St. John's got to do something extravagant here, and by that I mean a knockout in order to get this win. And when you think about it for St. John, we talked about it. This was his chance to say, I might be ready for that next step. It looks like he may have a few more things to work on.
Yeah, I think the straight punches, his boxing is what needs to be worked on a little bit better. His kicks look good, but he needs to be able to mix it up all together in the kickboxing ring.
Boy, we're seeing it right across his belly. There are some serious marks going there where there have been some nasty landing shots from Rayford. Getting intense there, and there it caught him under the chin a little bit. We've seen some technique, but we've also seen some real slop. Again, both guys, I just feel like are mirroring each other. I mean, we saw it right there. It looked like we were both getting ready to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Nice left right there from Travis St. John, but I just feel like more than anything, it just made Rayford mad.
Yeah, Rayford's used to taking those 4-ounce gloves to the chin, man. And you can tell, he takes those hits and he keeps moving forward.
Boy, you can see it. That is nasty.
Yeah.
Right across the stomach of Travis St. John. Well, that's going to do it for this one.
Yeah, I think Kelvin takes that, especially in the first round, getting that knockdown that I thought was a wrong call, but great fight overall. Two big guys coming in here and leaving it all in the ring, I'll tell you that.
Again, though, can you maybe help clarify, Emmanuel? So the audience, we see a kick, a guy goes down, it's a knockdown. How would you not be able to say, no, that's not a knockdown just because it went to the chest?
Well, it also kind of you kind of TP the guy over. He's not hurt necessarily. Typically, the knockdowns, you catch him in the chin, you catch him in the body, and they go down. That looked like half slip, half teep kick, kind of toppling him over. So I wouldn't have accounted that. But again, we might have not seen something that the ref did see. So we got to trust what the ref does in there.
Well, I think about that chest plate. Automatically, my first thought is DeMar Hamlin, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw that situation in the NFL.
Yes.
It just takes that right moment, and you never know what could happen because it looked like a routine tackle, but again, it was in a similar area, and they got shoulder pads.
Right.
So maybe was the ref kind of looking along those lines, you think, maybe, of that situation?
Possibly. I think that the ref will probably look back at that replay and kind of decide and learn from it. That's what you do. You look back. Again, these guys are human. Judges are human. Sometimes they get it wrong, and sometimes we get it wrong. So we got to trust what the official is saying in there.
Well, and Travis St. John, clearly you and him, it looks to me like agreeing with or disagreeing with, man, come on, you can't give him that, bro.
Right.
Regardless, it was a standing 8. The ref did it. But ultimately, though, it didn't feel like it was the ultimate decider in this fight because Rayford did basically just enough to win this one, I think.
Absolutely. I think he edged these rounds out. Like you said, it wasn't a big decider, so it's not that important when the rest of the rounds kind of went Rayford's way, in my opinion.
We are live on pay-per-view. This is Husky Fan Promotions. I am Drew Duncan. He's Emmanuel Rivera. Guys, we're in Bricktown, downtown Oklahoma City at the Criterion. We're going to turn it over to the announcer for the official decision, which, by the way, the judges taking a little time on this one, it looks like, Emmanuel.
Yeah, gathering the scorecards from the judges.
Would you score it 3-0 Rayford?
Yeah, I believe so. It'd be 3-0 Rayford here. I think the best round St. John had was the first round, in my opinion, and then obviously getting that controversial knockdown.
Well, the official decision is on the way. We've got some last-minute scorecards being written out. The judges may be looking at this one a little bit differently than we think, Emmanuel.
Yeah, we will see. They're taking longer than usual to get these scorecards into the ring. Everybody's looking around, waiting for the decision. Here comes Mr. Whalen for the official decision.
I don't think Rayford's getting any nervous, but
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for these two fighters? This bout goes to the scorecards. Judge Rocky Demure, Christina Barnett, and Chris Ritter all score the bout 28-28. This bout is a draw.
man, wow, there it is. Like I said, the longer that went on, the more I felt like the judges would be looking at what could they have possibly seen there, Emmanuel?
You know, I guess the pressure and the leg kicks of St. John, maybe.